how to scale your account while trading on the US30 and the NAS 100. Let's go. Ideally, you want to start off with at least $1,000 inside your account. But if you had to go lower, I would say $500 and that's it. Now to work this play, it's good to know what your living expenses are. So let's keep that in mind. Now to do this, we're going to be using my base and threshold method. Now the whole idea of this is to increase your point value. Now your base is going to be the amount you're going to start your account with, and your threshold is how far you're going to let your account run to. So let's say your base is 500 and you set your threshold at 2,500. Your initial goal is always to get back the money you put inside your account. That way you're always trading with house money. With your base at 500, you're going to set your threshold at 2,500. When you get to 2,500, remove the 1,500 that goes towards your expenses. Now your base is doubled. Now you have 1,000 at your base. You can now set your threshold, let's say 4,000. When you get to 4,000, you can now remove another 1,500. You're left with 2,500 as your base. The 1,500 goes towards your expenses again. Now, something to keep in mind is as you're increasing your base, you want to increase your volume. That way you can benefit from compounding. So now with 2,500 as our base, we can set our threshold to 6,000. When we get to 6,000, we can pull the 15 out to go towards the expenses. And now we have 4,500 as our base. And now we can make our threshold 10,000. When we get to 10,000, we can take the 15 out again, put the 15 towards the expenses, and now we're left with 8,500 as our base. When we get to 8,500, we can now move our threshold to 15 or even 20,000. When we get to 20,000, we can pull out 15 again that goes towards our expenses. Now we're left with 18,500. When we get to 18,500 as our base, we can move our threshold to, let's say, 30,000. When we get to 30,000, we can pull out 15 again, and now we put the 15 towards our expenses. Now we're left with 28,500. So now with a base at 28,500, you can set your threshold to like 50,000. So once you trade it up to 50,000, see, now you're starting to make money and it's compounding real fast. You have to start thinking about reinvesting that money into other vehicles that can make even more money. You want to purchase a house, purchase a vehicle, whatever that may be. Now, if you want to keep this going, you can remove 1,500 from the 50,000, put it towards your expenses. Now you're left with 48,500. And now the sky's the limit. So what we've done here, we've taken a $500 account up to 50,000 through compounding and discipline, as well as increasing our point value along the way. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to do this, you can grow any account size to any dollar amount. You just have to remain disciplined.